Okay, good morning. I think I showed you this garage when we first got here. It was just packed full of junk. It still is, because we're still working on the little rental house portion. Seeing if we can get that finished. Got the floor and everything. It's almost done. So, but I got down here today. It's kind of rainy and nasty outside this morning, so I decided, man, I got to get these kayaks up. It's starting to get summer. They're getting leaves and they're just sitting there. Haven't used them yet, so I need somewhere to store them, and I went with one of the upside down storage. You know, the manufacturers suggest to not store them on their bottoms because the strength is on the sides and the seams and stuff where it's molded, so they suggest you store them upside down or on their sides. And you'll see all kinds of racks out there, systems. A lot of people use these things. Found one of these in here. So I find all kinds of cool little stuff that I can keep and use. But I found one of these, but it's not quite long enough. I think you need like the 15-inch or something like that. I forget. Somebody has them, but they're $10, $12 each. And they kind of store them sideways. The other option is some racks that store them kind of, you know, tilted. There's a whole bunch of ones where you just build a frame with some 45-degree angle 2x4s with some things. That's what I'm going to do. Some people make them all pretty and fancy. I've got scraps. When I was cleaning this morning, they had the trash bin out at the improvement district, so I had some stuff in the trailer, but I just grabbed a bunch of stuff that was over here. This was piled full of old clothes and rags, just junk. So I took all of that and threw it out there real quick so I could clean this little section off to store the two crates and the seats, because I just prefer them to be inside with paddles and everything else, you know. And just we're going to flip those upside down on there. So I went with that. I also found a lot of these scrap boards here that'll be great for the 45s. And then I found these cool little things. I think they're for air conditioner sides, but they're just some kind of soft foam, and I can just put one of those on each leg, and there we go. So that'll be something nice and soft for it to fit on. And then there's an old 4x4 post that's sitting out there that's full size, so I'll cut it in half. It'll be 48 inches tall. That'll be good enough. Let's see how it comes together. As always, my ideas change as I go along. I know that one's a little warped, but it'll be all right. And now it's just screwing it all together. Okay, I went 7 from the top and 10 from the bottom. So, because you just need a little bit to bump into at the top up here. You probably could even go with just a couple inches if you really wanted to. And I'm letting these sit flat, and then I'm using the level on this to mark my line instead of using the square portion, because that way, especially since this one's bowed a lot, that way they'll be pretty level. There we go. That's how I do it. I'm just going to do the same thing to the other side, and then I forgot to cut some cross braces or supports. Yeah, I had to square it up a little bit. I just screwed the top brace in, and the top was 5 foot like I wanted, but the bottom was like 63 inches because I guess they were kicked in a little bit. But that should be close enough. Now, check the bottom now. These are going to be a little bit more because they're 2x4s, but that's fine. Yeah. All right. Make sure it stayed at 60. Good. Good. All right, this should be my last brace, and then for this one, I'm just going to put these two on the sides right about here, and that should be plenty for that because I'm not going to be sliding a kayak underneath there. All right, I had to go chop this off just a touch. I did my mark wrong earlier. I ball at about 10 right there. One of these on the inside. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm below level. There we go. Go do the other side, and then I'll get these things loaded up. I'm just going to cut this into some strips. Oops. That didn't follow very well. It's supposed to be my guide here, so I get it about 3/4 inch wide. That was better. Use a better razor blade. I found this one in the garage too. Needs a blade changed. Pretty good. Add some more later if I need to. Go. Okay, the little one's gonna go on top. Because I can lift it by myself. There we go. I need it stored. I'm getting water in them and everything else sitting here on the porch. Even under this overhang. This might be heavy. I made these right at 5 feet apart so that it would go into the little groove between this pod box and the front here without resting on the hatch or the pod box. So with 2 people, it'd be a whole lot easier to line it up correctly. Let's see if I can just do it this way. Oh yeah. Oops. Perfect. Let's see if I got it in there right. Oh yeah, right between it. Alright, so that worked out better than I thought. And it was pretty much free, just a bunch of extra wood from this shop here. So that gets them over here out of the way. Now I have this all cleaned up a little bit. Plus look at all this water that's coming out of them. So this will be much better for them to be stored right here. Anyway, just a little bit of ingenuity, just like everybody else. There's tons of these out there, but just watch a few videos, look at some websites. I always go to Google Images. I hate Pinterest because it's too hard to blow up a picture. You always click and it goes to something else. So I just stay on Google Images or YouTube, find something that I like, and then adjust it to what I need. So this worked out perfect for me, and I was able to just use some leftover boards that I have. As always, get outside, do something yourself, save you some money, learn something new, and we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.